It's great to be in the middle of the watershed. Actually, we're the lower part of the watershed, and this 157 square miles, we are the last 2 square miles. You know, most of Baldwin Hills is undeveloped, relatively speaking, in terms of paving. I'm a generalist. You know, I'm not a purist in any sense of the way, so if you're a purist, we might bump against everybody. We'll learn to love each other a little bit more, because there's a lot of things that we all do together and make things happen. We're a state agency, and we were founded in 2001. I've been working there for 16 years now. In charge of basically trying to acquire and develop the one big park vision for the Baldwin Hills, which covers a 2 square mile area of remaining open space, partially impacted by oil, but actually half of it, 750 acres, are impacted by open space and parkland to be developed into the one big park vision. A long history of partnerships, whether it's LA Audubon Society, or a Sierra Club, trail building, you know, advocacy, volunteers, bird watching, all of those things and more. We spent millions of dollars, bond money, to build this wonderful park. This is a great, I guess, ideal model of what you do with an abandoned bad situation and turn it into a great positive situation. So we have a lot going on here, but once again, if you get a feeling, you walk around here and you take in the environment, and you understand we're focusing on 3 different parts that make people who they are. Water and energy, that's a big part of this facility. You know, we are on these off the grid, and we're doing solar, the panels and where your parking is. This whole facility is running off of that, so that makes it a very nice, sustainable active. Plus, we did all the contouring to allow all the water to be flowing into either retention basins or bioswales, and just, you know, capturing water off the roof, capturing water from the parking lot, everything flowing naturally where it is. So this is our territory here, the Conservancy. Small map for most of you, would have been up on the big screen, but the 10 is up here, Slosson's down here, Los Angeles runs up and down here, Culver City, and the marina. You see the creek and the Baldwin Hills. So we're here at Stoneview Nature Center, right here. This territory is the 2 square miles I talked about with Baldwin Hills. Our goal is to acquire and develop it into the one big park, but also to connect everything. We talked about the vision for the plan for the park. It was 1/3 cultural, 1/3 habitat natural, and 1/3 active. That's the kind of thing we need in an urban park. It can't all be one thing because there's just too many people, because we have 5 million people within an 8-mile radius. A project called Park to Playa, which is a trail that runs 10 miles contiguously, so you don't have to get in your car. It's part of a green infrastructure. You can call it a flyway if you want, because it's going to be, you know, native plants and greenery. It's going to have a bridge that crosses over La Cienega that's going to have habitat value to allow for crossings as well as pedestrians. We are in the final, I'd say, 20% stages of the Grace of the Trail. Right now, the trail will be open from behind here, where you can walk up here from behind this garden, and go over the city's overlook through Blair Hills, and then out through there to Culver City Park, and then out from there to Violent Creek, and then out to the Marina, and then the 25-mile Broad Trail. Going east, you'll be able to leave here, cross over La Cienega, go into King Harn Park, out King Harn Park, all the way across out to Stockard Corridor, and down towards the Crenshaw Mall. As a state agency, small but effective, we have built several projects that deal with water, and has been in drought, and you know, we are building facilities that deal with the first flush of rain and capture about 85% of that water and recharge it in the ground, and we're doing really well. I just did a study with our friends at USC, Travis Longford, who's also part of the LA Audubon Society. Baldwin Hills has a lot of nature, sorts of habitat that is valuable to this area and unique to this area. Coyotes, all wildlife is part of what we have in the Baldwin Hills. Like I said, the California's priority for climate adaptation and making concrete and putting in bioswales and capturing water and dealing with it in a sensitive way. Our goal here at Scenic Overlook and other projects along the Violent Creek is to capture as much water as possible. We have a project that is with Culver City, and it's to capture water coming off all those dirty trucks that they do, and capture it, put it in a cistern, clean it, and then put it back into the creek and send some of the water out to Hyperion. Those are simple eco solutions that we put in. We also have Milton Green Street, one of the first green streets in the territory. What we do, a lot of it is funded by your tax dollars. As we talk about breaking up and finding streams, it takes money, and unfortunately we can't just have our cake and eat it too. We kind of have to create the funds to do it as well. So consider these measures as you move forward, and I will yield my floor to our best friend in the neighborhood, Margot Griswold, my friend the doctor.